Those who can meet with those terms with joy, resilience, and some good humor and infinite resourcefulness will win. Winning will be again a personal end of suffering, the causes of suffering, and the invitation to get others out of suffering. You will know the new guard by those who, without complaint, sanctimony, or scorn, without resentment or martyrdom, without soapbox or comment section, choose to fly through space, facing obstacles with the joy of an athlete, and give a non-partisan, non-ceremony hand up to anyone who wants it. Your friends will not be the people you agree with necessarily, but the people who figured out flight. We will shift from the victim-victor model that is based in production consciousness, the pendulum where one pushes oneself and others until it invariably swings back to the other side, where one must excuse the fact that they cannot push and manufacture excuses for their inability. It was fatigue, financial status, gender, parenthood, injury, education, my mental health, addiction. It was some big institution like the government or my appearance. We especially point to the body as the source of victimhood. In the new era, the imposition of condition and cause will become irrelevant because value will be determined intrinsically rather than extrinsically. Everything can then work for you. With creativity, your greatest defects can become what makes you unique in the creative world. The question will not be, how do I fit into the cookie cutter of success? But what does the blueprint of my unique soul tell me to be? One's influence and gratification will accord with one's capacity to operate in pitch perfect response to that injunction. The reward, the boon, you get to define and customize the interpretation of all the experiential data. Are you really ADD, or do you have a multi-tracking mind? Are you autistic, or are you a bodhisattva not burdened with the weight of frothy emotional attachment? Are you an addict, or someone who has found the live wire of creation and you are harnessing the power of compulsion for art? Are you dysregulated, or are you subversive mystic that is answering to a deeper, more regulated dharma? Are you traumatized, or are you cracked open for the light to get in? Are you a narcissist, or are you like a pregnant woman carrying a precious art, waiting to be birthed and focusing your utmost care on carrying the mystery? The old world will identify with the former for significance. The new guard will identify with the latter for the potential unleashed. All suffering will be optional. It will be the result not of listening to and following the simple and elegant instructions of one's inner voice. There will be 3 plays. 1, you can accept and play with whatever you encounter. 2, you can employ the creative drive to change your circumstances to be more artful. 3, or you can lose, go into the defeatism and righteousness and cynicism. It's all up to you. This will not be a step, but a leap. No one can do it for you, but no one can take it from you. Set aside your preferences about the company you keep. Your kind may not be those with whom you share politics or identity. Let your rules, especially your limited notions of vice and virtue, die. Drop the spiritual materialism of feigned benevolence, compassion, and humility. Step into the place where you can't fake it. You either get liftoff or you don't. And you only do it for you. You are the one who knows if you have the ground of joy, which is the confirmation of flight. Take off the cement boots of grievance and rights and demands. Spread equally the wings of freedom from and freedom to. And fly into self-determination. No one will be waiting for you. but all will be happy when you arrive.